Hello, 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 everybody. It's your girl, Miss Trina, with Chat with Trina, with my election segment called Super Tuesday Talk with Chat with Trina. And I'm so excited to have one of I would say she's a regular here with me now, Miss Donna Davis Lewis. She's an author, a really good person. I actually gave her an award this year, one of my awards that was last year. And I just love her to death, and she's so supportive. Hey, Miss Donna.
Hey, Trina. Hey, everybody. Thank you for having me on, Trina.
Let's get out of here. Go to the chat comments. Oh, you're welcome. And to those who don't know, I just want to make sure that I remind everybody that there's been a lot going on, so I haven't had as many. But every Tuesday night, I dedicated my Tuesday nights to having a 45-minute chat with various people in the community about the election. I want to get their thoughts about the election. Tell us, what we need to do, what their thoughts are. We got to get people out to. Keep in mind, I'm gonna just throw this out here real quick. This Saturday evening, I will be at Chicago Bar and Grill registering people to vote. If someone wants to come out and work with me, if you're registered, if you are a deputy, volunteer, registrar, please feel free to come out. I'll be out there for I think 2 hours on Saturday and 2 hours on Sunday. I decided to take voter registration to where I am, and back to the street. So I'm so excited about. I'm very excited about that. So we're gonna get into it, Miss Donna.
Okay.
Talk to me. What do you think about us? The possibility? Are we gonna claim it having an African American woman president?
I'm so excited. I'm claiming it. Um, and it's almost to the point I'm feeling it so strongly because it's just so elementally needed. I mean, our democracy is at stake. And so much of let me just tell you, I turned 70 this year. My birthday was in April. So I've been collecting Social Security for 4 years. But the fact that the fact that Social Security may go away if we don't elect a Democratic president, and hopefully the Congress and the Senate. Project 2025 is telling us that all of that is at stake. And I feel like, at my age, it's going to take them a while to dismantle everything. But for young people, your whole existence is at stake. I almost feel like if we don't elect a Democratic president, if Trump gets back in, that's the end of our world as we know it. I know this last 9 years, just since Trump running for president and being president, I feel like he's ruined my world. I'm gonna tell you, make you laugh. I never used to be a person who cussed. Now I cuss at the TV, I cuss at people, and I'm like, when did I get this trash mouth? And I can take it all back to when
so funny.
he started running for president.
He will make you.
Yes.
Yes. He will make you.
Yes. And you mentioned that you had some Republicans on your show, and I understand you can be a fiscal conservative, or you can have your views on welfare or Social Security or whatever. But I don't understand, first of all, how any American can think that what happened on January 6th was acceptable. It just, that here were people who were trying to overthrow the democracy. And this whole idea of making America great again, I would like to, and I actually have a relative, a young man who's a Trump supporter. And I asked him, if we're going to make America great again, when exactly was America great for us, for Black people? What time frame do we go back to? You want to go back to Jim Crow? It wasn't good for us then. You want to go back to slavery times? It wasn't good for us then. When was this great time? And nobody can ever explain it to me. So I have a lot of fears about this election, frankly.
I definitely do. I think it's crazy that I'm gonna tell you, for me, what has been so, I was so disheartened last week. I was so disheartened because talking to people and hearing what they're saying, I understand.
Oh, Trina, I lost you.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't know if I needed to log back in or
Okay.
okay.
Well, and I couldn't have to turn on everything. So what I was saying was that I was so disheartened last week. What is happening here? Can you hear me? So weird.
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Everything just has gone dark on my. There we go. I was so disheartened last week, last 2 weeks, because um, one, people that I had voted for, that I believed in, I stuck up for, I couldn't get them to give me the time of day on the show. And I know my show may not be a million followers. However, my few followers, may be the followers that need to know. That's one. But
Exactly.
two, hearing people say things like, "What has she done while she was in office? What had you know?" And I'm not gonna vote. I'm gonna go ahead and vote independent, or you know what I mean.
Yes, I
It
do
just
know.
broke my heart to hear that, and then to know at the end of the day, to be honest with you, it's a good and a bad. I hate to say it, but it's a good and a bad in this race. It's a racist who doesn't give a freak about black people, and then there's a woman who really cares about her country, who has done so much work, who is qualified, who has fought for us with the big banks that was trying to rip us off, who is trying to help us to start start our businesses, who wants to do those things. Then I, I was just so disheartened. I said I'm gonna keep my show, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna just post a little videos and stuff, but I'm gonna shut up because I don't want to have an argument anymore.
Right. And I agree. I understand where you're coming from. And what I say to people who say, well, what has she done for her? She didn't do anything while she was vice president. The job of the vice president is to support the president and his programs. Okay. She
Break
was
the
not
tie.
in a position to instigate anything. She's there at the will of the president, not to do what she wants to do. And
Right.
I guess I'm tired of these people saying, well, now she's not even talking about what she will do. Are you listening? She's talking about helping the middle class, helping people with small businesses, people with children, with the $6,000 credit. I mean, the people who say that she's not offering any programs, you're not listening.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
No.
So we have my co-host who's he says he's non-political, but he takes a different stance than I do. But he says, are people actually defined by their political parties or by the policy they stand for?
I think that I think people are not defined by their parties. I'm gonna step out on that. But if you look at the platforms, the programs, the history of the Democratic Party, then how could you not, in my opinion, be a Democrat, especially a Black person or a woman? I don't get it. I don't get why any woman would support Donald Trump. Now
Do
I
you
can see there
believe?
are people. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Or do you believe in the right? What do you think about the write-in candidates?
The write-in candidates for president.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about like Cornel West
That are
and
not
all
on,
that?
that are
Bunch.
not that are not on the ballot, but they write themselves
Oh,
in as. Mhm.
a write-in candidate is a wasted vote, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, if you write in, you said, well, some people were talking about, well, we need to get Michelle Obama to run. Look, Michelle Obama does not want to be president. She's living her best life, going to Martha's Vineyard and producing movies. That woman does not want to
He
be
is done.
president. And if you write her in as your choice, you have just wasted your vote.
Yeah. Yeah. Point blank.
Yep. Point blank.
So yeah,
And
I was reading. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
and I was just going to say, and I feel the same thing about third party candidates, Cornel West and Jill Stein, and all those people. Those are people who are just attention seekers, in my opinion.
And people that just gonna take good votes, and
Right.
that
Right.
could go
Right.
towards. And again, people tell me, I get too tied into this. I get too emotional or passionate, but I am. And I'm passionate about it this time, especially because of what we're up against.
Exactly.
When they don't know what Michelle did, okay, say you don't. You do know what President Trump did.
Right. Exactly.
We know
Exactly.
what he did. So which Vice President Harris, she has done some things. And when someone asked me, my co-host actually called me to the carpet, and at the time I really didn't know, but I went back and did my research, and I found that she was someone who went against the big banks to make sure
Right.
people didn't get ripped off with that. She's done so many different things. I actually wrote them down. I just didn't bring them with me today because so much going on. But she's done several things while she was in other positions.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And there's a gentleman that I follow on Instagram. His name is Keith Boykin, and he talks to Black men a lot, and just puts all of these things in black and white language that they can understand, like why we should be supporting Kamala Harris, why we should be supporting the Democratic Party. At some point, it's not obviously not going to happen in my generation, but at some point we may be at the point where we can vote without looking at the party. But for now, in a two-party system, this is what we have. And
What we have.
Is what we have.
You're good. And then I know for a fact that back when Hillary ran, I found out later, I have a friend who's from like a small country town, and she told me that people in her small town, Black men, did not vote for Hillary because she was a woman. Not Black woman, just a woman. They couldn't see a woman leading them and leading the country. I heard my sister-in-law, matter of fact, the other day, that was yesterday. She said, I just don't think she's ready. And I'm like, well, what makes you ready? She's been the attorney general. You know, she's been a vice president studying under an amazing man who's been in politics for years.
Right.
You know, what makes you ready? Is Trump ready?
No, I mean, she was in the Senate. She, as a matter of fact, I've seen a chart where it shows when that readiness issue comes up, the last
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 presidents, and even Obama, who we loved, of course, but she has more experience than all of them. Bush, Trump, of course, Obama, all, she has more. If you just look at the time served, doing good for the will of the people, she has more years than any of them. And here we are again, where a woman always has to be twice as good, have twice as many accomplishments, to stand up to a mediocre man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so crazy how, and actually it's a rapper guy that he's always on, and he was talking today. He's like, he gets so frustrated. He's like, I'm not understanding. Why are y'all making this woman have so much? And y'all so hard on her to have all this experience. Y'all hard on her just to be perfect. She can't make no mistake. But you have this man who's made how many mistakes? How many felons does he have? 30 something.
34 felons. Yeah. Convicted.
And he's been convicted. And it's like, I'm telling you, Ms. Donna, I was so confused. I was so flabbergasted. There's so many emotions that I had the last 2 weeks that I really just stopped. And I said, right now, I'm just gonna post good things about her. The things that if I see something come through, I'll just post it, because it became exhausting fighting to say, I'm so confused. And trust, I get upset too. Don't insult my intelligence by saying I'm only voting for her because she's black.
Exactly.
That is not
Exactly.
There we go. Yeah, so that just drives me nuts. And it is sad that women have worked so hard. We've worked hard. And
yes,
we're here.
We do.
We are here, and we can't get our own. And I don't want to just say men, because there are so many women who are against it as well.
Oh yeah.
And I haven't heard a sensitive or logical reason from them.
Well, I've run in with women. The big issue is abortion rights. I don't believe in abortions. Well, you don't have to get one. You know what I mean? This we just want people to have a choice, and it may not be your choice, but it's a choice about their body. And another thing I've never really been able to understand, and I may be a little bit more radical than some, is how you can be so opposed to abortion. And again, that's, if your religion says that that's the way you should feel, that's fine. But how can you say that you are pro-life and you support the death penalty? I've never been able to get that. Okay. And then the other, I don't get that. And then the other thing I don't get is, if you, let's say, hypothetically, you have a friend, a teenager, that teenager has a baby, you talk them out of, having an abortion. They come to believe that that's not the right choice for them. How much are you going to help that child, that young girl, once the baby gets here? Where will you be?
Mm-hmm. And also, to that point, I try to tell people that it's about that, but it's not even, think about the women who get in a point to where they've been molested, they've been raped, or the baby or the mom are at harm. And people are scared in these procedures because they can go to jail.
Yeah, doctors are afraid to do anything in the state of Texas. Yeah,
Yeah.
and to the point where I read an article recently where a lot of young doctors are moving to other states that have more accepting practices. So what will happen if Texas becomes a state that's a desert with good physicians because we don't have any because they went somewhere
Mm-hmm.
else to practice.
Right. Because
It
they
could
have
happen.
also have a lot of insurance policies and red tape here too. My mom's
Mhm.
doctor, he doesn't even he's not even connected to a hospital anymore. It's just too
Mm.
much
Mhm.
political stuff going on.
Yep, it's sad to say, but we're coming to a point where it's like, did you watch The Handmaid's Tale? Did you ever watch that on?
Ah,
Okay, anyway, but it's like, it's supposed to be science fiction where it's showing in the
uh-huh.
future where women are so beaten down and abused, and but we're seeing it. We're seeing it is that um it's not really science fiction, you know. Um,
It's coming to
they're
reality.
yeah, and then they're just trying to take us backwards. I like I said, I just turned 70, and you look. I'm thinking the young women today have fewer benefits than I did, than my generation had.
Hmm.
Going
Yeah.
backwards.
The funny thing is, I don't know if our younger generation. Let me not say that. Let me fix that because I want to say, 'cause my kids okay because my kids are very the people in their circle. They're very smart. They're very woke, but there are
Right,
some at a different, I guess, stage. I can say that aren't thinking about those things. They're not thinking about the importance of these things that can really bother them or not bother them, affect them. Affect them is the word I'm
right,
looking for.
right.
Um, and so much of this can affect them. And I mean, and I hate to go back to him again, but it's like, how do you literally listen to the rallies or witch hunts that this person is having and think, oh my gosh, he should be our next, he should be the person running our country.
Right.
That's what gets me. Like, how do you, I don't know. And then I hear these people that, I'm going to just say it, I just think they're ignorant. I saw somebody interviewing people saying, well, why are you going to vote for Trump? Oh, he gave us the stimulus check. No, he didn't. And I'm going to need you to go
No.
read. I'm going to need you to go Google how you got those checks, how you
Right.
almost did not get those checks.
Yeah, just
I,
because it's got his signature on it. It came from the Congress, not from him. People act
yeah.
like he wrote the
And
checks
he
out of his own
knew how
account.
dumb we were. Yeah, he knew how dumb we were. He
Yeah.
knew with his name. That's why he held it out to put his name on it so people could think he gave those checks. And that's just what people are doing. Like, what
Yep.
are y'all? Please think.
Yep. Yep.
Think.
Yep.
So, so what about the Divine Nine? Like, I love that everybody's coming together, and
Oh yes, it
with
was.
that, I love seeing that.
What y'all gonna do? Y'all Deltas, you're gonna be mad if Kamala's the first president and she's the AKA. I said, oh no, baby, we're gonna jump up and down and sing hallelujah, no matter.
Exactly.
It's like we all in this together. But yes, but as you know, your audience may not be as aware. I mean, Delta Sigma Theta is we were founded on social action, to
Mm-hmm.
work in the community. We marched in the suffragette marches when it was segregated. We had to be marching at the back of the line, but still we marched. So that's what we're all about. So I want everyone, first of all, I don't speak on behalf of Delta Sigma Theta because the sorority is supposed to be um, nonpartisan, but I'm not
Mm-hmm.
nonpartisan. But I can talk to you.
Yes.
I can talk to you from Delta Sigma Theta about registering to vote. It is just,
Yes.
let me see. I don't know if I can show you
So
this,
important.
but anyway, you need to check your voting status. And if you have any questions, because the Republicans they're cheaters, and they're pulling people off the roll. And if you want to check, I don't know if we can see this, but at any rate, I'll just give you the phone number. If you will
And
need
I also have the QR code too.
Okay. Anyway, check your voting status to be sure that you're on the roll. The last day to register to vote, if you have not registered, last day to register for the November 5th election is October 7th. So you need to
yes,
to get registered. And I'm a volunteer of VDVR. I don't know if and I'm more than happy if you want to email me or text me. I'll give you my email, ddlew@att.net. It's really easy to remember. ddlew, like Donna, lew @att.net. So if anyone needs to register, I mean, I'll come and help you, or I'll send you the registration. But the time is running out. October 7th.
running out.
Okay. Early voting starts on October 21st. The last day to apply for a ballot by mail is October 25th. And November 5th is election work day. Now, if you want to be...
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. What's the last date? I mean, when is early voting start? October 21st, right?
Yes, October 21st to November 1st is early voting.
Okay.
October 25th is the last day to apply for a ballot by mail, and then November 5th is election day. Now, if you want to be an election worker and they pay $17 an hour, you can go to harrisvotes.com/election workers. And they particularly need people outside of the inner city. And so Third Ward and all that, they have a lot of volunteers. So if you live on the east side or the north side, they need people. And then what else was I going to say? Oh, this is very important. If you have a problem when you're voting, because these people are going to be out trying to keep you from voting. If you have a problem while you're voting, somebody tries to stop you from voting or tries to put their hands on you, because we don't know what to expect from these people, immediately let the election workers know. Let somebody know. Or you can call the Civil Rights Division of the U.S., and that number is 866-OUR-VOTE. 866-OUR-VOTE. Okay. All right. And another thing a couple of things I want to tell you about. If you are between the ages of 17 and 22, if you're going to be 18 before November 5th, Delta Sigma Theta, Houston Alumni Chapter, we are having a vote, like just a fun day, this coming Saturday at One Delta Plaza. It's over on Griggs Road.
Yes.
Yeah, you can come by there. It's going to be a big rally. Oh, you know what? I take that back. It's not at Griggs. It's at the Multi-Service Center, Sunnyside Multi-Service Center.
Okay.
On Reed Road, 4410, I think is the address, 4410 Reed Road. But the big thing, and I want you all to come, October 19th, we're going to a Get Out the Vote rally, a parade. We're going to have some guests. We have a Olympic gold medal winner. We have some cast from some TV shows, elected politicians.
Wow.
That will be also at the Multi-Service Center on Reed Road. But there's a parade that will start from Mount Hebron Baptist Church, and go all the way to the multi-service center. There'll be food. There'll be games for the kids. It's just going to be a fun day. And the whole goal is to get people excited about voting. Get you.
Awesome. I love that.
Yes, yes, yes. So again, that is October 19th. And it's the Get Out the Vote Rally and Parade at the Sunnyside Multi-Service Center. And the hours, they're going to start the parade at 10:30, I believe, 10 o'clock. And it'll start at Mount Hebron Baptist Church and end up at the Multi-Service Center. Food, non-alcoholic
Games.
games.
Not that kind of party. It's going to be a party, but a non-alcoholic party.
Yes, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And we just want people to know, I mean, that you got to be registered, and we got to get excited about this election. So this is kind of our way to do it. And that's sponsored by the Houston Lundy chapter of Delta Sigma Theta. So I hope you'll all come out.
Yes. When you get a flyer, could you send it to me?
Yes, I'll send you the flyer. We may actually already have, but I'll send you a flyer. I meant to ask you, Trina, because you're out and about in the community, do you know anybody that rides horses?
I do. I do.
Well, because I thought, well, we should have some horses in this parade. So
I could reach out I could just reach out and see if anybody's interested. If I get somebody that may be interested, can I pass your email on to them?
Oh yes, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. But it's going to be fun. And so I hope
everyone. I know. I think I'm going to put that one on my calendar. That sounds fun. Maybe it'll get me back in the spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited about that. I'm gonna bring me and my microphone out there. I might get some people to talk.
Yes. It's Chris Hollins and who else? Yeah. He'll be out there.
We're on his campaign for a little while.
Yeah, Tiffany Thomas, the city councilwoman, and so we're expecting a good turnout. Yep.
Awesome. Yes, I'm excited about it. I will definitely make that one October 19th. That is exciting. Yes. Do you know what time?
Yes, it's from 11 to 5. So anytime between, like I said, the parade, they're planning the parade to where they end up at the multi-service center at 11 o'clock around that time. But then we're going to have speakers and fun stuff until 5 o'clock. Yes.
Okay. Very excited about that. And I just want to mention to y'all, while she's mentioning those things, also this Saturday from 8 to 10, I decided to, I'm always out and about, so I decided to use that for this. So I'm a deputy voter registrar as well. And at Chicago Bar and Grill on 1960 Cypress Street Parkway, I'll be there from 8 to 10 on Saturday. Saturday, and then on Sunday, I'll be there from 7 to 9, registering everyone to vote. So I'm super excited about playing that part.
Good.
Let me see something. Okay, I see one. Give me 1 second, please.
Okay.
If you want to go ahead and reiterate those things real quick, that's fine. People are still there. I just need to grab something.
Okay.
Nope, that's not what I want to do. Let me go back, find you again. There we go. Okay.
Okay, while she's doing that, if you guys, I'm going to plug my newest book. If you enjoy romance novels, you can go to Amazon and you do a search under books. They have a system called Kindle Velas where you can read books in episodes. So each chapter, there's a new chapter that comes out every week. And the name of the book is A Quiet Explosion. And it's by Donna Davis Lewis. And it is a romance novel. and it's a little spicy. So I
A
hope
little
you,
spicy.
it's a little spicy. So I hope you'll go on to Amazon and read the book. While she's doing that, if just another reminder about voting, um, you do have to have an ID to vote. Just as a reminder, your driver's license, a passport, a U.S. citizen certificate, or even a Texas handgun license qualifies as identification, because we don't want any
There we go.
excuses to be denied the right to vote.
Definitely. What was and so I want you to remember, let's put that harrisvotes.com if someone wants to be an election volunteer.
Yes,
Harris.
it's harrisvotes.com/election dash workers. So election hyphen workers.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah.
And it's workers with an S?
Workers with an S, yes.
Okay. Uh-oh, not 27, $17 per HOUR. Yes, come out and make some of that little exchange. Is something I enjoy doing. I've done it. Last year was the first year I hadn't done it in a long time. My mom does where did it go? My mom does the full 2 weeks of the early voting. I usually do just election day for the work. But y'all get out there. It's a way to give back to your community. It's a way to be involved and make some money at the same time, you know?
Exactly.
So harrisvote.com/election, college students, retirees, they need you. And I heard what you said. They have enough people already in third ward and those areas. They need more in the outer cities. Is that what you said?
Right, because because I didn't do it this time, but the last election I kind of came in at the end and they said, well, are you willing to go to, up north somewhere? And I'm like, well, not really, but but yeah, and you
I was somewhere, I was actually in a Republican area that had never happened before. That was an eye-opening experience.
I bet you it was. And you only have to be 16. You don't have to be 18. So you have to be 18 to work. I mean, to vote, you only have to be 16 to be an election worker. Yeah.
Yep. So guys, grab them little people by the ears, and that's a good day to let your kids come out. I don't want to say kids, but your teenagers come out and see what the process is like. And I've been there and seen some young people from high school there being involved, and it's just it really makes my heart flutter to see them out being a part of this process. And they really, it really makes them see what's going on versus us just bumping our gums and talking,
Right.
So,
yeah.
Love that. Thank you. Gave so much wonderful information, Ms. Donna. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I'm definitely this October 19th, y'all. This is a big one. Get out. Let me go back to the other one, the October 7th. There was something else you guys are having the week before. What is that one again?
Well, this coming weekend, let me see if I can find it and make sure I'm giving you the right information on that.
Okay.
It's the young people. Let's see.
It's not through Urban League, right?
No. Okay. So this is a Houston Alumni chapter again. It's a youth voting engagement mixer. And it is this Saturday, the 28th at 10 o'clock. And it's also at the Multi-Service Center, which is 4410 Reed Road. That's Saturday, the 20th. And what they're going to do for the young people, If you're 18, there'll be someone that can register you to vote. They're going to discuss voter readiness, and they'll also have a demo of a voting machine.
Oh, I love that.
Right, a real talk panel, music, prizes, and more. So young people go out to that, or parents have your teenagers go.
Voting machine. I like that. That, because that is a scary part to when you first go behind that thing to vote. Even though they tell you what to do, you're so nervous.
Right.
And even though I've done it many times, I'm still nervous. Because first of all,
I do
want my vote to be right. So
exactly.
So, wait a minute, sir. What are you doing? Now, where we go? I want to make sure mine needs to count. That is due, and I'll be honest with you, I really like being able to put my own little ballot in thing. That gives me, I feel so empowered when I get to do that. And you get to hit your little button that says, it's like you have control of the vote, which I love.
Yes.
Well, I want to thank you so much for such good information. And as always, you're such a great guest. I thank you for joining me. If there's anyone else you think would be good to come on a Tuesday, let me know. And I can adjust the time if it is too late for them. I don't mind adjusting. I just want more people coming on, talking and encouraging people to vote. I have my thoughts of what I want, but if they don't think like me, I'll have them on as well. But I definitely need some more people to think like me.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll still try to get Carolyn Jones Darville is our social action chair, but she is just so busy. Like she's working on this parade and all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
So she would be a great guest. So I'll still try to get her to
awesome. Just let me know.
Okay.
Well, thank you, y'all. I want to make sure that y'all know about Miss Donna Davis Lewis, so that why is my thing up there like that? Yeah. Donna Davis Lewis. So she is a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. And she also is an amazing author, and she's just an amazing person that has come on my show anytime I've asked, and I love that. So, but she's also has her organization has some great events, the Youth Voting Engagement Mixer. I think that sounds great for the youth people and the young people. And then I'm going to be at that October 19th Get Out and Vote, Get Out the Vote rally. Come on out, bring the kids out, bring your community, tell people about it so we can get out there and get excited about voting, getting people excited to vote. Because I heard Jasmine Crockett say today that I know every 4 years, they say this is the election we have to have the count. She said, but this one is really the election that's going to really count. This is going to be almost life or death of democracy the way that we know it. So let's make a move, get registered, get out there and vote, tell people, get other people excited. Miss Donna, thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I'm so happy to be here. And thank you for all you do to try to get information out to people. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you soon. See you October 19th.
All right. Sounds good. Good night.
Bye. Bye.